Hi Aries, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a timeless reading. The first card that we have out is Justice. And Knight of Cups. I'm definitely seeing there be emotion here to make peace. This looks like I'm seeing a review of some things going on here. With Justice and Knight of Cups, this can be like somebody apologizing. It can be somebody wanting to make things right. It can be somebody wanting to reconcile. There can be something like relationship motivated, something balance motivated. And having the outcome be Four of Wands, I definitely say that whatever one is trying to do by making moves that are connected with justice, this is going to establish or reestablish harmony. It can be something that rebalances the scales here in a major way. It just feels like effort that's being made so things are working properly the way that they're supposed to be, so stuff can feel like it's moving right, like there aren't problems. So it's going to be a gesture coming from that place. Like, I'm doing this so that things can be good and so things can feel stable. I'd say that this is a somewhat sentimental move that's being made too, or it could be one where it's like in the back of one's mind, they're thinking about how good things can be. And that can also be part of what's motivating this too. Even if that hasn't explicitly been said, this can be too coming to a conclusion. It can mean, okay, like finally things are right again. It can be like the apology finally happens. It's going to be something like this where it feels like there's a very genuine move, one that is connected with a sense of integrity here, one that is fair, one that is mindful, one that is aware of the cosmic balance of things and willing to make moves on behalf of that. Having this Ace of Swords, this does feel like a breakthrough, and so I imagine that maybe there was a working up to get to this point. Now is going to feel like I get this sense that the legitimacy of this will be felt, will be palpable. It can even feel like an important idea or plan that comes to mind as well, or that's playing out now, like things finally taking place. Yeah, let's say that you guys are the Knight of Cups in this scenario, and just know that for some of you the situation can be reversed. If you are the Knight of Cups in this scenario, this feels with Justice and Ace of Swords like you finally see what has set the stage and what would be the appropriate next move for the outcome that you want here, which feels very much like I want things to be good, I want things to be right, I want things to be working well together. Like, that is my hope. I am doing this on behalf of this desire for things to feel genuinely harmonious, and now I understand what I need to do in order to make that happen. Now, from that place within my heart where I also feel like I'm seeing things clearly and understanding this, I'm going to then make moves, and this is what that's going to do. So I feel even like before things are done, it's very easy to follow that train of thought to what this is going to lead to, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. And doing this now and making this move now, it feels like it's time, it's appropriate to be doing this at this point. That's what's going to be helpful, like mobilizing this. And this is really going to allow things to come together. That's going to be the result of this process. Things will stabilize. So the foundation is really being set here. which feels like that's what one wants. I feel too like maybe things were rocky before, or whatever it was, it could have felt like things weren't coming together until this point, but now this is what's happening. It feels like you have the right ingredients to be doing this. Yeah, there's definitely something that feels kind of like something somewhat sentimental that's motivating this, or something sweet, something receptive that's motivating this, something that feels nice that's motivating this, like coming from a place of love is what this feels like. I see too something about a familiar face being brought up. Something as well when I see Six of Cups and I see King of Pentacles, I think of one being in a position or creating a position that they actually would feel very pleased to be within, and this can be like a role that one feels very nostalgic about playing, like something that they have good feelings about. It can also be the recreation of that, like I love playing this role, I love doing this job, I love like being this person. It can be something like that, that I feel like the sweetness really does come alive here, where there is a sentimentality about this that's connected with the King of Pentacles. So this would be something that feels familiar and feels home-like, not being something important here. And it feels like this is helping to sort of create that presently. The deeper desire here is really for peace. It is for stability. It is for things to be functioning properly. It is ultimately for harmony in the most genuine sense. And I feel too like this is the plan that's being made. It feels like this is all what's ultimately coming together. It feels like these things are being realized here. There's a deeper understanding. And I feel too like because one's heart is in the right place, now this really will prevail. And so the moves are now allowed to happen and things really will come together. Just something about being in that right place with Libra there with justice feels really important, because this means that with that energy of Libra, with that energy of justice, it is really about being in a place of truth. And if that was not happening before, things would keep falling apart or it wouldn't be able to come together. Now that one is in the right place, heart is in the right place, mind is in the right place, actions are motivated by that, things really can come together now because there's a willingness. When we have Libra, this is a sign of communion, this is a sign of collaboration, this is a sign of willingness, this is a sign of fairness, and one that truly does want balance and harmony and love. And to be motivated by that is going to be this like goodwill of working together and making moves that are balanced. There's no cheating, there's no taking advantage of, there's no trying to like do things when nobody's looking. This is really coming from a very genuine, pure place within one's heart and mind. And so that's what truly allows things to come together. And it allows a very powerful energy to be connected with that I think is going to fuel all of this coming into place. It also is an acknowledgement as well that you can't have the Four of Wands without justice, because Four of Wands is going to be a foundation of harmony, and without that being the intention, that's not what's going to happen. And so it's really important that this intention is established, which I'm seeing it is. It's like we've arrived now in that place energetically, so things really can come together. And so basically the ripple of this, of being in this intention energetically, will be the foundation of things coming together now, will be the forming of things coming together now, and it will feel very right. And it feels too like this really does come from a place of, I want things to be sweet, I want things to be nice, I want it to feel like loving, and for it to be enjoyable, and for there to be like a good feeling, and for this to feel safe. It's like all of these things, and to like do my part, you know, like all of this stuff that's coming up that really feels like it helps everything to come together, and that like good feeling to come back about what one is doing and how they're showing up here. So yeah, I don't know why, but I get this feeling that before one had sort of moved into this energy with Justice and Ace of Swords, there could have possibly been something going on where it was like maybe trying to establish harmony but doing... Hi, you want to come up? There could have been this trying to establish harmony but doing so like not with the right intention, you know, something like that. And it's like, why aren't things coming together? And that's why, because you can't really have that without having the intention right, because the intention is going to be the catalyst for things to come to fruition. So even if you're saying you want something, if the intention isn't right, it's not really going to build out to be that. So this feels like now the intention is right. It's kind of like now the ingredients are right and this can happen at this point. And again, it feels like there's okay, you can go forward now. Like maybe before you felt like you were at a bit of a barrier or a gate of some sort, and now you're allowed through, like it's opening up for you and you can move forward with this. So that's where we are with all of this. We are going to end the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I am sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.